have a project that we are going to do with you guys. If it turns out bad, then we're going to look at it all together and say that turned out bad. But if it turns out good, maybe we can all learn something along the way. Got waking up this morning, one of our friends had done this to their wall, and of course I get a wake-up call.
Yeah, it was for me, and I'm like, you need to do this to my mom.
Right, so here we are. Yeah, so this is the workstation where we have, it's our office, and we are going to put a wood wall up here, and we're going to try to do it on a budget. We're going to try to keep it under 500, and we also learned some stuff along the way already that we're going to share. And we want this to be as simple and easy as possible, but have a good rustic feel to it, right? Okay, so let's go over here. We've already learned something. So we went to one of the box stores, and we went to the flooring section and saw some stuff we kind of liked. There's a lot of interlocking stuff, but I really want to keep this simple. I don't really want to get into gluing and all that kind of stuff. And so anyway, we saw this. The guy said, hey, you know, let's go look at some of this reclaimed wood, barn wood that they sell by the box, and it's not even in the flooring section, it's over in the wood section.
It is in the wood section.
Right? So we went and found this stuff, and it's actually really cool. And we're basically just gonna do it with nails. And I really don't even have to finish the edge because it's actually real wood. So I really don't care what the edge looks like. You know, I think it'll look cool, you know, with that wood edge to it. So maybe not, I don't know, maybe we'll edge it, but I'm not sure. And this stuff right here, which let me just show you what we're using here. You know, and I'm not paid by this. This is nothing, no one's paying me to do this.
And they have different colors.
Yeah, they have different colors, but it's pretty cool. And if, you know, what I like about it too is if one of them's not perfect, well, so what? You know, because it's actually real wood. And when you feel it, it feels like real wood, right? Now, one side, it's directional. You'll see this kind of cut on the back side. You don't want to use this side, of course. But yeah, man, it actually looks pretty neat. And I think when it's on the wall, it'll look real authentic, right? I mean, it's real wood. So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna put it up, and we'll let you know how much time is going into all this. We're not professionals here. We're not contractors, right? We're not. I mean, we did have to get a nail gun, right? Yeah. And we borrowed one. And I think we got, I forgot the size of the nails. I'll show you the size of the nails that we got.
18? They're
18 gauge, yeah. But I don't know what the length is. I think they're like 1.5 inches. I could be wrong.
It tells you how professional we are.
Yeah, and so you're gonna need a straight edge because you want to find the studs. We'll get into all that. So let's get into it, and let's try to keep this thing under 500. The whole project. We got something else we're gonna do to this thing to accent it even more. So hang on, and let's get into our rustic wood wall. Well, we got our first piece up, and we just kind of did that to kind of anchor the whole setup. And the one thing I noticed is that top rail, that bullnose on the top, is not perfectly level. You know, when they build these houses, you know, whether it's time, you know, twists them a little bit, or the people just kind of jamming through them, they're not square. You'd think they would be, but they're not perfectly square. So, I mean, your option is to not have it square, like go square with it, and then at the very top have this weird angle, or level it with the top, and hopefully when you get down to the bottom, you can make something happen. So we kind of, we got to just like kind of a happy medium, right, between the two. And we got to have a stud finder, right, because we're trying to find the beams, and we got the beams located as we go through. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea if you wanted to chalk line it all the way down, but we're just kind of going to go for it here. I know we're not professionals here. I mean, that's perfect.
Not professionals.
We're not professionals, but what I like about this too is that the wood itself is really organic. It's not like perfect tile, perfect vinyl, right? So I think if you have like little imperfections in it, like if something like the wood actually has a natural curve to it in it because of the moisture and stuff, right? But I think that actually adds to the barnyard look to it. I think it's, you know, so what we're gonna do now is you don't wanna have these lined up perfect, right? We gotta make sure that it has like a pattern that's not a well, not just a staggered, but it can't be any kind of uniform stagger. It has to be something random. So we're gonna cut this piece actually probably like 3/4, and then the next one might be like half or something, you know, just to kind of get us anchored and get us going. But here we go. We're on our way. There's no turning back now. And yeah, no glue or anything. We're just using the nail gun on this.
We're in it for the long haul now.
Yeah, now we're in it. Okay. And we're about how long? We got about 15 minutes into it right here, right?
Like 10.
All right, so let's keep going.
Would you give me all you got to give me? Would you break my fall? Cause you got me tripping, laces, going places, seeing faces, doing things I never do at all. Till I had you to break my fall. Be on me just one night, be on me, it's alright.
right, well, we're an hour into this project. I like it. I think it adds some flair. And so this represents about an hour worth of work. And one thing about this wood, like we talked about before, is that this is very organic. You're gonna have seams that are a little bit different, like you can see right here. See that seam? It's a little bit more than it would be there. And you just kind of get them close. But that's kind of like the personality of it. It's like a barnyard. That's what you want. You don't want this, you know, tight precision thing. You know, that's not what this is. And I think the end result is it's going to look, you know, it looks more realistic. I mean, it's real wood. It has the texture. It's wood, you know, and it has curvature to it like wood would have. So that adds to the personality of it, to me anyway, especially if you like that antique feel. So we're going to keep on going, and hopefully we have enough to finish this project tonight. And I don't know, we'll keep on going for our first phase. We got a couple phases here. We're not going to be just done here. We're going to add a little bit more to it, a little bit of surprise for you. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. Okay, we're back here at Lowe's, and I want to show you something. We talked earlier about why you shouldn't buy the open boxers, right? So this is just the first board I pulled out, and you can see it's got a crack all the way up through half that piece, right? And they're just going to have that because there's a lot of imperfections in a lot of this wood. So the ones that people bring back are the ones that are just, you know, they have damage to them. I'm not going to pull any more out. What's the point? But anyway, don't buy them if they're like this. Get them sealed up. That way you know that at least you're starting. And you may have to do what people have done. Like if you buy 6 boxes, you may bring back 1 or 2 and just stack the imperfections in there, as much as that sucks to say, but you may have to do that.
Tell you that you saved me from myself, 'cause I was a mess without you. Now you got me going out. Going places, seeing faces, doing things I never do at all. Till I had you to break my fall.
So one of the trickiest things of all of this is going around the electrical plates. You're gonna need one of these right here, right? And you drill holes in the corners if you have to go through a solid piece. But I'm gonna show you a little trick here. So I need a little bit more off the top. So I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go up just a little bit more. Right, just like that. And then I've got a pair of pliers here, and just gently, you get this and you pull back. See, it goes with the grain and it takes it off. See, just like that. And that's how you make the holes bigger. All right, so one thing I'll show you too, this will help you out, is that those pieces that you broke off of these right here, right, these little shims, if you get these and actually put them behind the outlet, it's gonna help you out big time, because now it's holding it out, right? And the same thing over here. And then when you put your board up, hopefully it clears. Let's see. Yeah. See that right there? But now the switch is being held outward. It's not trying to be pushed back in. So save those shims, and that will help you big time. There we go. That's gonna help you big time. Yeah. All right, well, we are all finished, right? And we got the final touch to it. We're gonna show it to him right now, right?
Right.
How long did we have in this thing? About a day, right?
Half a day.
No, probably a little more. By the time you go get everything and come back.
Travel time.
Because we were going back and we were getting boards, like, because there's, unfortunately in those boxes of boards, there are some in there that you can't use. So you will be taking some of those back.
Correct.
Yeah, so anyway, but we're all done. And how many boxes total did we use? 6 total boxes.
6 total boxes, but mainly like 5.5, but
Yeah.
we have spares.
Right, you should have a couple spares for later on, right? All right, so let's show them our final deal here. You ready?
I am ready.
Here it is. Our final completed wall, right? Came out pretty good, right? I mean, from what it was, I mean, let me pan back here so you can see the whole thing. But it definitely made this area like have a personality that it didn't have before, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look so bland.
It doesn't look so bland. Now, I want to go back. I want to mention a couple things here. We're not going to edge this. Now, you probably could. Like, here's the edge of it. But I think it looks, you know, kind of rustic. So I'm not really concerned about edging it out. You can. As we mentioned before, the thing I like about this stuff, this wood plank, instead of using like pergo or wood flooring, is that you'll see here, right? See how that's not like perfect? But it's okay. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks like a farm fence. I mean, that's what's cool about it. It looks like reclaimed wood. And at the end of the day, you know, it has a cool feel to it, right?
Yeah, plus we scored these cool
The signs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got these at Hobby Lobby. I originally saw them on Amazon. I think they were for like $30, but I went down to Hobby Lobby.
$30 a piece.
Huh?
Not
$30 a piece. Yeah. So, and these are actually on sale, 50% off. So they came out to like at Hobby Lobby for like, what, 15 bucks or something like that. So it was a lot cheaper to get that. You may have your last name up there or something, you know, that means something to you, whatever, but they have the letters up there and they're really high quality. Like actually these look like they're really heavy and they have galvanized, and this is actually real wood outside of it. So they're actually really well done. I was actually surprised on the quality on it. And so yeah, there you go, man. That's how you can transform. I think we have, I don't know, total, I'm gonna say we probably have under 500 for sure.
That's way under 500.
Way under 500. I'd say about 350,
Yeah,
you know. And the only tools you really need, one thing we did buy though, and I don't really include that in the price, is we bought a nail gun, like a finishing nail gun, just because we have other things we want to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you could borrow one and a compressor, you won't have to spend on that. But that's the only thing we did. We didn't use any kind of glue. If whoever did want to take these down, like let's say in the future, we sell the house and the people don't like it, dude, this whole thing would come down within a half hour and it's not going to leave a huge mess. It would shoot, I mean, those finishing nails are really small holes. You'd be able to patch all that stuff up. So,
Super easy.
yeah. So really cool. We may come back to, we're thinking about adding some turf to this project. If we do, we'll do a separate video on that. But there you go, man. There is a wood wall redo that you can do for under $500. All right, this is Billy at Bakersfield Tuff.
To let you to break my fall.